Hello students, today I am going to explain about depreciation, and already you know what is the meaning of the depreciation. Now I am going to explain how many methods in the depreciation and what are the important methods for intermediate. Those methods I am going to explain with example problems. Okay, get ready. Methods of depreciation. First one is straight line method or fixed installment method. The second one is diminishing balance or reducing balance method. These two methods are very important for intermediate. There are some other methods of depreciation. Just I will introduce those methods. The first one is annuity method. The second one is depreciation fund method or sinking fund method. Then third one is insurance policy method. Fourth one is machine hour rate method. And fifth one is depletion method. And sixth one is revaluation method. So I am going to explain first straight line method or fixed installment method. This method is very popular because its simplicity and consistency. This method is also known as equal installment method or original cost method. Under this method, a fixed amount of depreciation according to a fixed percentage of the original cost is written off during each accounting period over the expected useful life of the asset. So let me show the formula on the screen. Annual depreciation equals to original cost minus estimated residual value divided by expected useful life of the asset. So that is one formula. Then second one is rate of depreciation. Okay, to find out the rate of the depreciation, here the formula is annual depreciation divided by original cost minus residual value into 100. So first what we have to do, we have to take first formula for original cost. From the original cost we have to minus estimated residual value divided by useful life of the machine, and we will get annual depreciation. With the help of annual depreciation, we are going to find out rate of depreciation. So here the second formula. So annual depreciation divided by original cost minus residual value into 100. So in the fixed installment method, so we are going to use these two formulas. Okay, in the depreciation, first illustration 1, an asset is purchased for 50,000. Depreciation is to be provided annually according to straight line method. The useful life of the asset is 10 years and the residual value is 5,000. You are required to find out the amount and rate of depreciation. So this type of question is very important in the examination. So solution, what we have to do? First we should find out the annual depreciation. So on the screen you can see the formula to find out annual depreciation. Annual depreciation equals to original cost less or minus estimated residual value divided by expected useful life of the asset. Okay, in this question, the original cost of the asset is 50,000. Then estimated residual means scrap value is 5,000 and the life of the asset is 10 years. Okay, now we are going to apply these numbers based on the formula. So here first annual depreciation equals to original cost means 50,000 minus scrap value, residual value means scrap value 5,000 divided by 10. 10 means here the useful life of the asset is 10 years. So 50,000 minus 5,000, that means 45,000 divided by 10 equals to 4,500. So annual depreciation is 4,500. So we are going to convert into rate of depreciation. So here you can see the formula, rate of depreciation equals to annual depreciation divided by original cost into 100. So rate of depreciation equals to annual depreciation means here 4,500 divided by the cost of the asset is 50,000 into 100 equals to 9%. So in this way, in the straight line method, by using these two formulas, we are going to find out the depreciation and the rate of depreciation. I think you understood this question. Then again one more illustration I am going to explain here. Arun purchased a plant for 1 lakh on 1st January 2006. Depreciation is provided annually at 10% of the original cost every year. The estimate scrap value of the plant is here 10,000. The books are closed on 31st December every year. Pass the necessary journal entries, prepare plant account and depreciation account for first 3 years. Okay, so first we should apply the formula. So answer is depreciation equals to original cost minus scrap value into rate of depreciation divided by 100. So according to this problem, the cost of the asset is 1 lakh minus the scrap value is 10,000. So we are going to get 90,000. So 90,000 into 10% then equals to 9,000. So annual depreciation is 9,000. Then we are going to, so the depreciation to be provided on the original cost of the asset means the straight line or fixed installment is to be applied. That means every year standardly and fixedly one depreciation amount will be reduced or calculated every year. So that is the meaning here. Now we are going to write the journal entries. So journal entries format, you can see date, particulars, LF number, debit and credit, right? So here what we have to do in the date column, first we should write 2006 January 1st. We bought machinery for 1 lakh. So when we buy the machinery, the journal entry is plant account debtor to bank account. Generally, when company buy the machineries, they will pay by checks. So that it is very common thing. So we should write to bank account. So credit 1 lakh. Then here being the plant is purchased. So narration is finished, then underline. Then 2006 March 31st or December 31st we should calculate depreciation. First the depreciation should be transferred to plant account. So here 2006 December 31st, when we transfer depreciation to plant account, the journal entry is depreciation account debtor 9,000 to plant account 9,000, being depreciation charged on plant, then line. So second entry also finish. So after creating the depreciation should be transferred to profit and loss account. So again 2006 December 31st, profit and loss account debtor to depreciation 9,000 to depreciation 9,000. So here the narration is being depreciation transferred to profit and loss account. Again we have to draw the line. So in this way first year we have to show 3 journal entries, and next year onwards if we don't buy any assets, so we don't show the first entry here, but every year we are going to calculate depreciation. The depreciation should be transferred to plant account and the depreciation should be transferred to profit and loss account. So next year we are going to write second entry and third entry. So I am going to continue with the same format. So here 2007 December 31st depreciation 9,000 to plant account 9,000 and narration is being depreciation charged on plant, so line. So first entry is finished in the second year. Then again the depreciation should be transferred to profit and loss account. So profit and loss account debtor to depreciation account 9,000 being depreciation transferred to profit and loss account. So line. So second entry also finish. In this way again we are going to show one more entry, one more year. Again the same entries we are going to show. The first entry is depreciation account debtor to plant 9,000 being depreciation charged narration line. Then after that December 31st the depreciation should be transferred to profit and loss account. So profit and loss account debtor to depreciation amount is 9,000 and 9,000. Narration being depreciation transferred to profit and loss account. So line. So 3 years journal entries are finished. Now we are going to show the ledgers. The first ledger is already you know that the format is date particulars LF and amount, date particulars LF and amount. Okay. So in the date column first we should write 2006 January 1st. So first journal entry is plant account debtor to bank. So in the plant account we have to write to bank, amount is 1 lakh. Okay, in the same year the depreciation we created. So depreciation is on credit side. So by depreciation it is 9,000. So both we have to balance. After balancing we are going to get the difference here December 31st by balance CD 91,000. So in this way first year entry is finished. The same balance will be forward to the next year 2007 January 1st to balance BD 91,000. Again this year we created depreciation. So depreciation 2006 December 31st by depreciation 9,000. This 9,000 should be deducted from the 91,000. Okay, then December 31st by balance CD difference is 82,000. Again this balance will be forward to the next year. So 2008 January 1st to balance BD 82,000. In the same year again we created depreciation. So by depreciation 9,000. The difference here 82,000 minus 9,000. So the difference is we have to write on December 31st by balance CD difference is 73,000. Okay, so in this way plant account we are going to prepare. Then 2009 January 1st the balance is brought down here to balance BD 73,000. Okay, understood? This plant account I posted based on the journal entries, right? Okay. Next I am going to show the depreciation account. In the depreciation account I am going to post two entries, second and third entry. So in the 2006 January 1st to plant account here 9,000. Only depreciation account we have to show only depreciation, not the cost of the plant here. Then again third entry by profit and loss account 9,000. So this year it is equal. So there is no difference. Again 2006 we are going to write to plant account 9,000 and the credit side 2007 December 31st by profit and loss account 9,000. Again it is going to tally, that means equal. Then 2008 again same January 1st to plant account 9,000 and 2007 December 31st by profit and loss account 9,000. Now again both sides we are totaling, it is going to this way we are going to show the depreciation account. In the depreciation account we posted second and third journal entries. So first year, second and third, and second year also second and third year also second and third. Okay, that entries we posted here. So in this way, first question is finished, and if you understand, you can practice. Then one more problem I will explain in the next class. Until then, thank you.